My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Wildfrost. I just checked the last video. If you didn't see the last video good, I recommend. But I just checked the last video. Spoiler alert, there was not a second lumen on the map. I traced through the entire map, there was only one. What? Can you just not be able to get the second lumen? Oh no. I have to assume, of course, that is just a bug at the moment and may end up getting fixed. In the meantime, it's my time to either take Vying, Lock4, or Woodle. Woodle, are they out on the field? I do need to get Clunker stuff, and I also need to get Snow Dweller Shell. One of the final things that I need to do is 50 shell on a single target. I feel like that's mostly gonna arise out of a fun broken run. I just don't know if Lock4 is the person who does that. Applying 1 frost and 2 damage in barrage. I kind of like taking Woodle here. Vying is probably one of the better units on the board at the moment, with the 4 counter, applies 1 snow, has smack back, but unfortunately, they are not a clunk master, and I would very much like to have powerful clunkers in this run. Let's take Woodle. Or, should I say, Mums the Second. Let's go, buddy. The fact that I've got a barrage really is leading me towards Lil Ghazi. So I'll take it. I've taken a couple of other characters recently. I think I've earned a Lil Ghazi. Let's head into our first battle. Oh, Pengoon with 8 shell. Rude. Also, the 2 Pengoon have split up lines. That's going to make it much harder to get combo kills here. Ugh. I'm going to use the Sun Song to get Marms to act sooner. Marms doesn't have that much health, so I really can't afford to let them just take a bunch of damage. I'm gonna need to hit like 2 times here on the bottom line with 4 damage, as well as a Gear Hammer at some point. So I need to play both of these Gear Hammers before Marms attacks next. Gonna have Lil Ghazi take this hit, I think. A whole nother wave of units is about to spawn in too. Do I want to freeze Chungoon? Increases their damage, causes them to act in 3 turns. In those 3 turns' time, I will have time to get down to and play my Junkhead to block its hit then. Probably the best utilization of my turns right now. So Lil Ghazi takes 2 damage this turn, deals 4 back to Pengoon. Annoyingly, if I want to get maximum value here, I have to cycle if I want to get 3 kills this turn, I'm going to have to use a Gear Hammer against the Pengoon on the other line. which means I have to take 3 damage against Marms. This is a dangerous line to be taking, because then Marms just has no health. I'm gonna do it. 1 health. There's our 3-time kill combo. We've already invalidated Waddle Goons. I can even prevent it from applying its Demon Eyes if I want to throw out a Flask right now. I could also just throw out a Junkhead, letting it take all of these hits, giving me the ability to use a Sunsong Box on a later turn. Junkhead will even stay on full health, which is very useful here. Use a Gear Hammer for Gobbling in the top line. Possibility of getting Lil Ghazi to attack it next turn with the Sunsong Box. The sooner Marms on the bottom line attacks, though, the far better off we're going to be. Currently, I'm not even attacking before the Waddle Goon runs. If I hit it with a Gear Hammer. A Gear Hammer on a later turn, that'll work. I'm gonna take out the Gobbling on the top line. I want to get that 4. Here's the resummon. There's Big Peng. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Cycle. I draw back into a Junk in the Silksong Box. That's pretty ideal. Obviously, Marms has to attack sooner rather than later. Sunsong Box on Marms, Waddle Goons, Pengoon, Pengoon, Pengoon are all attacking this turn. So incoming is 4 instances of damage. Unfortunately, the Waddle Goons on the bottom line, if I don't freeze it, is 7 instances of damage and then just instantly loses. And Pengoon, Pengoon, Waddle Goon attacks, Waddle Goon attacks. Wait, Pengoon, Pengoon. I have to freeze Waddle Goons, there's no other way. And I have to lose Lil Ghazi right now, which means Marm's response doesn't even kill all of the Pengoon. But it's the best I can do, so it's what I'll do. This is the price I pay for trying to get money. I just wanted money. I don't think there's any way I survive here. I kind of had to expect this when I took this path. Realistically, this is the ability to re-roll our opening champions to be slightly not as, not these. And also, you know, maybe if I have a unit with health that low in the future, I could consider getting a higher health unit instead as my backup. Stonner applies 3 ink aimlessly. Not over the moon about that one, but I also don't want to take the Shade Martza right now. Don't love attacking aimlessly, admittedly. Let's get a spike for some additional health here. Also the ability to much more easily set up against penguins, if that happens to be the case. And it is! Yay! Unfortunately, Penguin's currently dying on a different turn than all of the other units. Looks like I have to let Penguin attack Malms. And then line up the turn after for Snoof and Chungoon both to hit Spike. Oh, this is a very slow approach to a kill. Currently I have a kill on all three of them in 6 turns time. That's not particularly good. You know, I might just go for 2 at a time here. By throwing a Gear Hammer to the Wild Snoof in the top line and then another Gear Hammer next turn. I'd love to get more of them on a combo, but this just seems appropriate. Let's get a Junket out on another line. Moms has the ability to very comfortably get the enemy to die against Spike next it attacks. I'm going to use a Snowzuka for 4 turns worth of freezing on the Goblin in the top line. Chungoon's currently threatening to die against Spike. Especially considering the Waddlegoon's follow-up of doing 6 damage to itself next turn, this might just be appropriate to let it go. Also got a Junk. Use the Sunsong box on Malms next turn, forcing them to act. Unfortunately, if they attack Goblin on the top line, they'll actually take the bling ability away from it that I'm trying to keep. I think I just can't rely on getting that much damage in this opening. Really wanted to be more greedy than this. Spike's gonna have to sacrifice themselves against upcoming stuff as well. Another Gear Hammer in the deck. Hello, Big Peng. So Spike on the top line sacrifices itself against 2 Pengoon. In 2 turns' time. I definitely want to freeze Big Peng. And I'm going to take 3 units out this turn, allowing Spike to take damage. All I gotta do is throw a single Gear Hammer at Waddlegoon, and then watch it happen. Freeze the Goblin in the top line. Take out Pengoon, because I'm not going to be able to get multiple kills at the same time anymore. Yeah. That's just not really happening anymore. Although maybe I want to start throwing gear hammers at the top line just so that I can possibly take it out. I only have to take 1 damage here, and then Moms possibly takes out the Penguin in response, which it does. Nice. Let's throw a junk at the Goblin in order to just eke 4 out of them. I'll cycle, because there's no reason to need these. So I can get a 2 kill if I use a Gear Hammer and then let Penguin attack on the top line. No, wait, it's not a 2 kill, right? Moms isn't responding. Of course it's not a 2 kill yet. But I might be able to line up one in the future. I'm gonna have to Snowzook Big Peng if that's gonna happen. Which would have to happen next turn. And then the turn after I would throw a Gear Hammer and freeze. There's no reason to play any of the cards in this end, and there's no reason to worry about the cycle speed anymore. Okay, so I take 1 damage this turn. And I can Gear Hammer Penguin on the top line, and then Moms will kill Big Peng on the second, giving me 1 more combo. Trying to make up for a little bit of the inefficiency at the start of the fight there. Yeah, I need items and I need travelers. Bulby. Trash 1 when hit. There's Big Berry as well. On kill, restore 2 health to self and allies in row. There's Haze Blazer. Applying a haze, taking 2 from all allies on a counter of 6. 2 health from all allies is a lot. Blaze on the enemies is nice, but 2 health? Counter of 6? Good God. I need some extra health. I'm taking Big Berry. Big Berry's also got damage. All good. Berry Basket, GG's Gizmo, and GG's Cookie Box. I love this. Either of these two give me the ability to start focusing on what I really care about, which is adding scrap to cards. The only problem is GG's Cookie Box, unless I find a Mimic, or, you know, a clunker that has damage, GG's Cookie Box won't work. I could try and constantly repair Junkhead with GG's Gizmo over the course of this run. That seems really slow. GG's Cookie Box consumes as well. I'm gonna take the Gizmo. I can't just hope that I find exactly the right unit to be able to hold the previous effect. BG. Apply 2 bomb, increased by 1 when hit. Let's do it. This is just a couple of quite strong units that I get to have. BG, do want you attacking as soon as possible as well, so let's give you a crown and head into our next battle. Okay. Definitely get Big Berry out first. Now I'm looking to throw 2 Gear Hammers at Earthberry to significantly reduce the amount of damage they intend to deal. Berry Witch is aimless, so I'm gonna have to put... Oh, Spike will die. I might have to freeze the top liner. As long as Berry Witch doesn't hit BG 2 times, we're fine here. I could try and guarantee that by locking Berry Witch. In fact... I think what I really want to do is this. Get Moms to take out Earthberry on the bottom line, get the Berry Witch, some targets on the top, and then BG adds enough bomb, and then Big Berry kills. So yeah, if I Snowzook the Berry Witch, I get a double kill here. And also Big Berry does get to heal BG. Cycling would give me the Sunsong box as well as junk at the same time. Some pretty good pickups. Also gives me a junk head to start defending with. Sure. Now if I give Big Berry one more damage, they'll have the ability to take out an Earthberry before it even attacks. Not before it even attacks, sorry, before without additional help, I think is what I was looking for there. Put a junk head down this turn. Snowbulb is unfortunately threatening to snow us. I can let that hit BG, I think. Because I'm going to have to use a Flask of Ink to prevent Big Berry from just dying on the top line to Earthberry. Moms applying ink to the Earthberry is also a really good way to invalidate it. I could get 4 by throwing a Gear Hammer at Gobbling if I really wanted to, or I could get extra block on Junkhead. Queen Globbery is about to come out soon, so Junkhead is actually particularly useful against Queen Globbery. But also, Moms and the fact that I have ink in this deck means that Queen Globbery basically is nothing to me. Is extremely easy to nullify. So for that reason, I'm gonna get the damage and Gear Hammer buff. Hello, Queen Globbery. Throw Spike down in the back line to attract the Snowburb's attack. And I do want a junk in the next stand so that I can force a unit to attack earlier. Yep, so I should stay here. I'm going to use a Gear Hammer on the Berry Witch in the back line. So Big Berry currently intends to kill the Snowburb. I can also take out the Berry Witch at the same time with a Gear Hammer, which I will do. Good health for that top line. It's going to be difficult to kill these out of order, unfortunately. Let's get Moms to attack first. Unfortunately, they do attack the Earthberry. So I know that Queen Globbery is about to try and do 15 damage to the Junkhead after the Junkhead takes 0 damage to Earthberry. So now I've got to try and set up a way to kill Earthberry and Queen Globbery in 2 turns' time. A bunch of very powerful Gear Hammers would do it. Yep, that'll do it. I use a Junk plus the 4 bomb on Earthberry to get a kill, Big Berry, and then Mom's attack taking out Queen Globbery. That's a 2-time combo. A little bit more money to be kicking on with. Spike has new health. Glad to see it, Spike. Treasure and then Blinksnail Cave on the bottom line. Yeah, I really need Clunkers still. Magma Booster. Adds aimless to the target. Snowcake or Pombum? Out of these, probably Pombum. Love a good Pombum. Blaze Bomb. Add Frenzy and 4 Blaze. I love the idea of having that and putting it on mimics and things like that. Scrap pile just adds a scrap to a unit. I guess recycle can be good, but it does feel weird that scrap pile exists next to GG's Gizmo. I know recycle sometimes a benefit, but a lot of the time it's a limitation. Frostbell for applying 2 frost in the line is pretty good too. I don't think I can take Blaze Bomb right now. If I could somehow apply that to Pombum, that'd be really nice. Frostbite Shard for trying to just prevent an enemy. I think it's gonna be Crown and 2 Charms. Definitely want the first charm. Second one costs 70. Start with a block. Maybe that goes on Bijou, right? Happily. Frostbell's so good. I'm gonna take the Frostbell. I think it's just a safer choice there. Heading into the next boss, Bamboozle, of course, of course. Frostbell is so good here. I kind of want to keep the Pombum in hand for 4 turns, but if I play a Sun Song destroying the junk, and then a Gear Hammer, and then a Gear Hammer, if I don't play Pombum after that, I can't play GG's Gizmo, so I'll have to cycle my hand. Which means if I'm ever going to play Pombum, I play it right now. Didn't necessarily want to do that, but alas. I'd really like Moms to hit the Winter Worm. Unfortunately, I'll take 3 damage if I do. Nice. Throw a Gear Hammer. PG and Big Berry do some damage to Bamboozle. I'll redraw. Realistically, what I probably want to do this turn is throw the Gear Hammer at Bamboozle. Because Moms will die to the Bamboozle if I don't. Although I could also just Flask of Ink Bamboozle, do 2 damage to it, as well as force it only to hit Biji. I don't really want to split Bam and Boozle yet. I feel like it's very early. BG on the bottom line would definitely prefer to take that hit. If I use the Frostbell right now, it will split Bam and Boozle. Junkhead's got to get out on the field eventually. I'm going to put it out now. So Moms has a chance of killing Bamboozle this round. But if not, we might be able to work towards taking out Porcupine. Gear Hammer the Winter Worm to reduce its damage by 2. Moms does hit Porcupine. Porcupine's no longer going to be barraging. It's pretty great. Big Berry's going to respond by trying to take out Bamboozle. And then Biji will hit a bunch of bomb on either Bam or Boozle, depending. I don't really want trash in this hand if I can avoid it. But I do want to get Spike out on the board. Okay. Want to pop Spike out on the bottom line, understanding that the Snowbone might attack it instead. Big Berry strikes Bamboozle, splits into Bam and Boozle. Biji hits a bunch of boom on Bam. I think if I throw the Frost Bell at the top line now, I can buy myself a bunch of time. Also gives me a Snowzuka, which is critical. Yeah, so Boozle's about to freeze Junkhead, and then a Winter Worm is going to attack Junkhead. Do I want to freeze anything right now? I'm gonna use a Gear Hammer to take out Porcupine in the top line. This gives Snowbow the ability to form a combo by attacking Spike in the back line, being the second unit to die this turn. Nice. A Samsung box forces BG to attack earlier, so I can get 5 bomb on the target that then takes a bunch of damage. Great. So Big Berry is lined up for a kill. I could also just ignore the unit on that side right now. I could even just have Spike kill it. Actually, that's a 2-time kill combo. Even heals a bunch of relevant units. I do 3 damage to the Winterworm in the back line. Boozle dies against Spike. Big Berry finishes off the Winterworm and heals that line. Bam is currently threatening to take 6 damage to Spike, as well as deal 6 damage to Spike, so I'd prefer that not happen, actually. Two targets on Junkhead there. I don't really want units to die this turn. Ooh. Pombum would be a good argument for it, though. If I Pombum next turn, I could get a 3 kill. All I have to do is block damage on the bottom line, but not let Snowbow take any damage on the top. So no one ends up taking any damage. I play Pombum next turn. 3 health on Snow Gobbler, and still that same health on Bam. So what do I play this turn to set up for that? I think it's Gear Hammer. I Gear Hammer Bam. We don't kill him. And now this turn, I play Pombum, it takes out Wild Snoof and Snowbow, deals 3 damage to Snow Gobbler. Bishi takes out Bam, and then Marms finishes off the damage against Snow Gobbler. 4 kills. Alright, a little bit more money on that one. Feeling a little bit more confident about that. Sunbill of Hands for the card draw. Yeah. Lumen on the top line. Can't argue with that. What do you got, Charm? Oh, a bread charm for gain to consume. Cool. Yeah, probably not going to put that on anything for a while. Oh, man. It would suck to have gotten here and then realize, nope, I can't, you know, take the GG's Gizmo and Blunder Tank kind of play. I've got to take the Broken Vase. Here's another Frozen Traveler. Fizzle. I see. I mean, I do like applying Bomb. Now I really want a Bombarda. I don't think I have a crown on that character right now. Let's head to the next battle. Conquering the Shell Witches. Bijie blocking Conker's first hit with that block would probably be premium. Pombum's a lot of damage right now. If I were to throw a Frost Bell at the top line... I could heavily reduce the incoming there by preventing Shell Witch from doing anything, really. I could use 3 turns worth of Gear Hammers, try and take some units out. I could use Flask of Ink to prevent Conker from doing damage. A lot of these are quite good. I can prevent Conker's first instance of damage already, though. I'm gonna use the Frost Bell on the top line. Do I want to save the Pombum until after summons have occurred? Realistically, I don't want to use the Pombum until I can guarantee that I'm getting some kills immediately after. I'm gonna Flask of Ink Conker so that I can take as many of these hits as possible against Bijie. So both of these Shell Witches are going to hit Bijie. They'll do 0 damage. But they will remove the block and apply a Demonize. Start working through Conker's health on that top line. Throw a Gear Ham against Conker. And then deal 9 damage after that, revealing them to an easy Pombum kill. Unfortunately, Pombum only takes 1 unit out. Still, it was a very, very good cast right there, in terms of value. Pretty difficult for me to kill multiple units in the same turn without using Pombum. Oh man, I am not getting money in this run. So it's on the bottom line, intending to demonize as well as protect all of its allies again. Don't love when it does that. Makes my life difficult. See, I'm gonna Snow Zukyu to try and buy myself some time to respond. Big Berry can kill Pecan on the bottom line, but only if Pecan doesn't get to attack first. Which I can't really actually have happen. Get Moms to attack on a line of their own and then put a Junkhead on the bottom line. Then BG makes Pecan weak and Big Berry takes them out. For some healing. Now we've just got a whole mess of enemy units attacking this turn. I should probably get Fizzle out on the field so I have another attacker. Also use GG's Gizmo to keep Junkhead around right now. Considering there's another Conqueror on the field as well as Boljo, maybe that's a good idea. Also, I've got to start doing this sooner or later. Now you want me to cycle past Fizzle? Honestly, I can't do that. Definitely without any playable cards in hand, I'll cycle. GG's Gizmo to keep Junkhead around. Love it. Annoyingly, the top line's going to be pretty difficult to deal with unless I just freeze or prevent it from armoring. So all of the enemies attack, which means they give 4 to all allies before I even get to act. I don't like that. I really don't like that. I'm gonna Flask of Ink the top line Shell Witch, which I can't guarantee I'm gonna prevent. There's a heal on the bottom line for us. Unfortunately now I don't have great blockers against Conquer. So I'm going to have to use a Snowzuka to slow you down and then start dealing damage to remove all of yours. And in fact, it looks like I now have to sack a unit so that I don't lose here. Yeah, leaving Shell Witches on the field for too long was awful. I gave so much armor to all of the enemies that I've really, really ruined my own kind of life here. Yeah, this way, Big Berry will take all of the damage. I think I would prefer. I'm going to try and get this Conquer closer towards a fair amount of damage that it intends to deal. Let's redraw. Okay. So right now, Pombum would... not kill Conker. It would leave Conker doing 3 damage. So if I split my units like this, I can save against that. Big Berry's about to heal via attacking Conker on the bottom line. And then Mom's... the Goblin will run away. And Mom's will kill the Shell Witch. It's a lot of extra health, and I needed a lot of extra health suddenly. So Bolgo will do 5 damage if I drop a Frostbell right now. But I also can't not drop the Frostbell right now. Moms has 1 health. Shell Witch in the front line will die to a single Gear Hammer. So Conker's currently intending to attack for 10. Obviously looking for some sort of a freeze. Or a silence. Both of those would be really good. There's the freeze. Unfortunately, that doesn't tell me how I deal with Bolgo next turn. I wonder if I had to sacrifice a unit here. I think I had to sacrifice the unit next turn. Start throwing Gear Hammers against Conker, try and survive that way. Rude. Okay, so Conker's gonna do no damage. I'm going to Gear Hammer Conker. No damage dealt. I'm going to Sunsong Big Berry to possibly get my damage out at a reasonable speed here. I need to be able to freeze Bolgo was what I wanted to be able to do there. Freeze Bolgo. Never mind, I was not going to have access to that, of course. Boy. Is there anything I can do to live here? Getting a Snowzuka in the hand at the right time. Unfortunately, I'm still really over-reliant on continually drawing back to that in the right hand at the right time. Bolgo attacks every 3 turns, so basically I have to draw it as soon as possible and then never fail to draw it again. Which is not going to happen. I can silence this enemy and weaken this enemy, but none of those are going to do anything for us. Oh, wow. Well, this is good. I can actually Snowzook for the amount of turns I need. Right now, at least. Let's buy myself 4 turns. And now I need to force a cycle early to try and get back to Snowzooker and be able to play it again. 2 damage. In the next 3 turns, I could deal 13 from hand. That's not going to be enough. I have to get the freeze again. As much as I want to play some of the good hammers there. This is really unfortunate. I'm going to have to Snowzook you and then cycle again, looking to try and get the freeze. I have no choice. This is the only out that exists in my entire deck. I don't even know if it's theoretically possible for me to get enough freezes to be able to save myself here. I can tell you it's certainly not possible anymore. Oh boy. You know the rule was anything under an hour? Yeah, right. Nibjunk. Ooh, attacks on a 3, gains block on kill. Not bad. Kinsnow starts with 4 shell. Unfortunately, that's not really what I'm looking for. I'm gonna take Nibjunk. Of course, you are actually Moms the Second. Classic. Obvious. Take a little Ghazi for some more damage as well. Enabling some more damage on Moms, making it more likely they're capable of getting the kills at the right time. Annoyingly, I don't think I can get 2 of these down on the same turn, so I'm just going to start focusing on getting a reasonable outcome. I'm going to throw a Junkhead down in front of that Crouchy on the bottom line, actually. So that I can set up Moms to get a block. Annoyingly, Grouchy has teeth, so I have to throw Ghazi back to the deck unless I want to lose them, and I don't want to lose them. Give a quick cycle there. I'm gonna use a Gear Hammer to immediately take out that. Grouchy on the bottom line. I'll use the Sunsong box on Moms to set up Snowzooka on Gobbling. Gear Hammer and Moms take out a Winterworm, getting another block. Now I have a lot of health. Yay! It's nice to have a lot of health. Let's cycle. Oh, Lugasi's back. Good to see you, buddy. I do want you out on the field, so I have the possibility of getting 2 units to attack. Or 2 kills at the same time, rather. Use a Gear Hammer to strike a Gobbling. Next round, Moms can take out Snowbow on the bottom line. And I can use a Gear Hammer to take out a Gobbling on the top line. Get a 2-time kill, baby. What a awful opening fight! Alas. One more Gear Hammer for you, Snow Knight. And we'll cycle for your dupe. Get him, moms! Bunch of block. An early second traveler? Or an early charm? I'm gonna take the early charm. The third run of an episode is the time to be risky. Block charm. That's fine. Plinker. Lose a scrap on activation, but activate every turn. I like the idea of trying to make the Plinker plink. Let's try and work with the Plinker. Alright, Frozen Traveler, what have you got? Foxy, Demona, and Bonnie. With Lorgazi especially. You better believe it's time to take another Foxy. I definitely think the block charm wants to go on something like Junkhead. But Junkhead already blocks single instances of damage very effectively with the block charm. Sorry, without the block charm, rather. Maybe I do want to put it on Moms instead. Or even Foxy. Probably Moms more than Foxy. I'll put it on Moms. And battle time. Hopefully I can get some money. Oh, this is not a good fight for getting money either. Okay, then. Foxy will attack on a counter of 3. Earthberry on the bottom line is also doing something similar. I'll pop the Plinker on the top line. Deal 3 damage to the Berry Witch. Pop a Junkhead on the bottom line. Oh, Earthberry's aimless. That's not good. Okay, I'm gonna have to Snow Zook the Earthberry instead. 3 damage. 2, 2, 2. No, I do want Moms to be able to get a kill here, so I've got to reorient based around that. Unfortunately, the Plinker activates even if I do freeze it. So it'll still lose one of its scrap there. Yeah, let's split some damage on these lines, I think. Time to cycle. Plinker is very available to kill a unit at the moment. It can kill one of the top lines, and I'll use a Gear Hammer to take out the bottom line. Foxy will strike Gobbling on the bottom line 3 times as well. Snowburb. The fact is, Plinker is going to waste its turn anyway, so why not waste its turn blocking this instance of damage? I could throw it back to the deck, but it doesn't get healed. It doesn't actually gain any scrap health. This also gives me an opportunity to have... Actually, I do want Junkhead to pick up some junk right now, so I'm going to put Junkhead on the top line instead. Moms kills the Snowburb in response, getting a shield. Foxy strikes Goblin 3 times. We also get the combo kill there. Queen Globre. I wanted the Sunsock Boxplate on someone, but I do want Foxy and Moms to attack on the same turn. I could get Mommy and Lil Gazi to attack on the same turn, but that doesn't seem like it's gonna really rock the enemies in the way I'm looking for. So 9 and 4 from Lorgazi and Foxy on Globbery in the bottom line. That sets them down to very close to lethal range with a Gear Hammer. The only problem is if I cast that Gear Hammer next turn. That'll be a problem. So what I'm looking for is Gazi attacking Berry Witch on the top line. Setting up for a Gear Hammer against them. No, that's not going to do it either. I may have to do this super suboptimally. Just to get another double. So the suboptimality would come out of allowing Marms now to attack the top line, and then just waiting for Foxy to finish everyone. Thankfully Foxy can act a little bit faster now. Snowzook the Berry Witch, and Foxy will finish him. Good work, Foxy. Nice to get a little bit of money out of some of these fights. First opportunity to actually spend some on the bottom line there, but even more appealed to by possibly taking the top. Realistically, the Woolly Snail for me right now presents the ability to get 2 more charms after this one. And I'm digging for charms that are useful on Foxy, Marms, or Plinker. That's a bunch of different use cases for effective charms. That said, none of these are giving me the ability to add scrap to Plinker, which is what I want ultimately from this run in order to unlock more stuff. So I'm going to go for the treasures on the top line. GG's Cookie Box. Incredible. It's exactly what I wanted to see. Linksnail Cave. Treasure? Treasure again? What do you got? Bombarda. Trigger against anything that's hit with bomb. There is a Sunlight Drum which would actually impact Plinker, forcing Plinker to attack. And then attack again at the end of the round. Seems pretty good to me. Get a Sunlight Drum. Now, I do need to make sure that I get Plinker before I get GG's Cookie Box, but worst case scenario, I can force draws if I need to get towards it. Still need GG early on so that I actually carry damage. Sorry, Gazi early on. GG's the one I don't need early on. Yeah, this is the kind of hand that I want to cycle. There's Plinker and GG's. Pop Plinker out, Baby Snowbow can do 1 damage to Lorgazi, Plinker attacks for 3. Plinker attacks down for 5. Get him, buddy! In fact, between Plinker and Lorgazi, they're gonna take out Bamboozle this round. If I let them. Yeah, you can do that. It's time for me to put Foxy out, though. Bamboozle splits. Into Bamboozle. So we do 5, and then 3, 3, 3. 5 and 9, 14. That's enough to take out Boozle. Which is probably the right move right now. Because I need to simplify this battlefield a little bit. Don't love the idea of the Winter Worm attacking with so much damage. I'm gonna cycle, see if I draw into something to prevent that. And indeed I do. You can throw a Junkhead on that top line to block. I'll use Foxy on the bottom line to block. Let Moms attack this line? Or do I want to start working on the top line again? I think I'm fine with this. So Plinker can kill Winterworm next turn. Or this turn, rather. And then 4 and 3. I could kill 2 units and just leave the battle instantly. It just doesn't seem great. We can use a Gear Hammer on Baby Snowbow so that Plinker gets a second kill here. And then I could set up Foxy to kill Baby Snowbow, propagate 3 damage to Bam on the bottom line. And then Plinker and Lorgazi are enough to kill Bam. One, 2, and then the third hit from Foxy goes to Bam. So I need exactly 9 damage to take out Bam after that, which means I can't just get, Ghazi and Moms to do it, and then leave Plinker to be able to kill Grouchy in the backline. What if I got Lorgazi to take out the Baby Snowbow on the top line with the assistance of a Gear Hammer? I don't understand how I intended for that to help me. I'm fine with my 2-time combo. A Sunbell of Bell, a Sunbell of Hand. I need to draw larger hands so that I can hit my combo pieces. Oh. I can use Shade Sculptor at the very least on GG's Cookie Box, which is really nice, but I do have to go on the bottom line and give up one of my select. Oh, 220 and again for a broken vase. Get another copy of GG's Cooking Box. Go to the Woolly Snail. Migma. Adds 3 and Aimless to the target. That's not bad. Super Snow. Having something in the deck that'll actually allow me to recycle all of the junk that I keep adding also seems like a good idea. I'm gonna take Super Snower. I'm gonna take Crown, because it's pretty important that I get that on Plinker. And then it comes down to whether or not I want to take 2 Charms or Magma Booster. 3 damage and Aimless. That's very good for adding to Foxy, very good for adding to Plinker. There is also a Pinkberry there, and Pinkberries are good. I think Pinkberry's probably the one I'm least inclined to take. Let's take the first charm. Lumen Ring, boost effects by 1. Putting that on Plinker and allowing it to lose 2 scrap per activation is not what I want to do. I don't think that'd be a good idea. Lumen Ring on Gigi's cookie box in order to keep to get an extra damage out of it, I don't think is what I want to do either. I think I want to put the Lumen Ring on Lil Ghazi. Get an extra damage on every ally, especially on Foxy and Plinker. That just gave us some additional damage. Does that mean now it's time to go for the Magma Booster? Aimless does hurt us a bit. You know what? Taking the charm. Let's go. Molten Egg, gain consume and +5 damage. I don't think I need to use that yet. I think I can keep that for the possibility that we find, you know, a pom-pom? I'm just saying, a pom-pom would be pretty good with that. Plinker, feel free to get demonized here. It's irrelevant to you. Jab Jotes on the top line are actually kind of threatening though. Actually, to the point that I should probably focus on them first. Should I cycle to get towards GG's cookie box as well as Foxy? I think so. This hand's quite poor. Okay, so if I went for Sunlight Drum on the top line, I would force Plinker to immediately attack, taking out Jabjote, and then Moms hits Jabjote in the back line, and then that backline Jabjote does 2 damage to Lil Ghazi. It's probably the best I can manage this turn. Oh, and Plinker also hacks at the end of the turn, taking out the Jabjote again. Neat. Plinker, I can give you now also another GG's cookie box, which I should do as soon as possible because you're attacking and all. We could use a Super Snow to freeze Gok, allowing Moms to get the kill here. Unless I just want to block the instance of damage with Moms. Unfortunately, that will prevent Moms from being able to get the buff from Gok. Okay, so realistically this turn is solved as long as I'm okay with Plinker losing an additional health here. I think I am. It gives me the ability to put Foxy out, and Foxy going out and having access to the Sunsong box soon is pretty important. So if I wanted to, I could use Sunsong box on Foxy right now. I'm gonna end up with a bunch of Demon Eyes on Foxy anyway. allowing me to do 2 hits to the Goblin after we take out Pygmy, and then start working on Gok. Unfortunately, the Jabjote on the bottom line is annoying. It's got teeth, and it also has multi-strike. So it could take out both of these units. It could even take out Foxy. Can't take out Moms, though. Although it does form a pretty giant threat. I'm going to cycle right now, because I know that my next hand has a Gear Hammer. Four junk. 2 recycle cards. Can we ever get them in the same hand? Freezing the backline Jabjote right now doesn't seem awful. I also love the idea of Flask of Ink on Plinker, just keep them... I'm gonna keep Plinker around. Don't you dare remove my Plinker. That's mine. Unfortunately, Plinker is about to attack Jabjote. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to cast 3 turns worth of Gear Hammer at Jabjotes. Maybe now is when I let my Plinker die. I just get Moms the shield and then let Plinker take out Jabjote with a Gear Hammer. I think that's the right move. I think realistically what the Plinker is the ability for me to get on the board with haste. I don't need it forever after that. I want to freeze Muttonhead because everyone's already demonized. It's not going to make a difference. I'm also using block instead of anything else that would actually force me to care about it. I'll throw a Gear Hammer against Porcupine in the backline because that's the only one that can really, theoretically, even use that effectively. Let's cycle now. Having access to a single Junkhead is already enough. The Porcupine will just hit Junkhead by itself, giving me another Junk in the same hand, unfortunately the same hand. Actually, if I cycle now, maybe I care about having that trash in a new hand more than I care about it having it in this hand. Because right now, Sunlight Drum, there's only 2 cards I want to even play in that previous hand. Okay, nice. This is pretty much what I wanted. I'm gonna Sunsong Box Foxy. And then force the actions with the Sunlight Drum. Get him. Foxy kills Muttonhead and cleans up Porcupine as well. Good work, Moms. As a cheerleader, I guess. I don't know if I want another Chi-Chi's cookie box. There's so much access to it, though. And the Plinker in the Flask of Ink is good! Let's go to the treasure first. Oh, God. Mimic! Hello? Oh! Hello? Oh, no. You trigger every time Plinker attacks, eh? Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm taking you. Oh, gosh. Now I really do want to keep things around as long as I possibly can. What if I copied the Mimic? You know what? Third run in the episode. Science time. Throwing 2 gear hammers away. And now here on the bottom line, I'm going to copy the mimic. I need 1 more crown for this to be something that I can set up immediately. I still think those should probably be the 3 that I give crowns to at the moment. Let's go to the battle. Yeah, I mean, this changes things. When they have Aimless and Thorns, this changes things, you see. Oh, this is a nightmare. We use a GG's Cookie Box first on Plinker. We do attack Marrow, that's so good. I like the idea of using GG's again, giving the 50-50 possibility that we actually just take Marrow out of the field. And then after that I want to hit the Flask of Ink on it. If I did the Flask of Ink this turn, then I could guarantee that Plink actually kills Marrow next turn. This way is risk and reward though. Tang. Okay, now I can Flask of Ink Plinker, guaranteeing that it attacks Marrow and doesn't lose health. Marms then kills on the top line. And now I can start dealing with Grombel. I do want to remove Junks as quickly as I can, so I'll freeze you with the Super Snower, then revealing the Bowozuka. The Snowzuka, rather. Cast that against the Goblin in the top line. Plinker kills Grumble. Let's cycle. Yeah, there's the Mimic. I can't put the Mimic down this turn, because if it attacks after Plinker, it'll just die against Pawpaw. So I'd have to put it in a different line if I was going to put it down at all this turn. So I will. I could use Foxy to block on the bottom line and then just allow the kill of the Goblin and then get Mimic to attack on the top. Okay. I'm gonna put the second Mimic out. It looks like the Mimics might not trigger one another, or there's like an infinite suppression preventing them from targeting one another when there's no one else on the field. Trigger when hit, unfortunately, would get the Morjaw to really ruin our days. If I put Plinker and Foxy on the bottom line, they will kill Paw Paw, but then Foxy will try and strike the top line 2 times, which could cause Moms to die. I should probably throw Foxy back into the deck. They're too dangerous to have alive at the moment, unfortunately. Causing far too many field interactions. Blinker attacks. Loses health. Possibly hits Smog. Mimic attacks, possibly hits Smog, possibly hits Morjaw. The trigger... I need to know how the stack works with respect to the triggers. Because it seems like things interrupt sometimes. I could try something like this. Use a Gear Hammer to set up Plinker, taking out the Paw Paw on the bottom line more effectively. But I think the Morjaw just rips through our entire top line. Yeah, I have to throw Foxy back. Otherwise, this is all gonna be for naught. I'm also gonna Sunsong box Lord Ghazi, I guess? Or I could Gear Hammer Smog, getting them ready to die to a Plinker later. That might be better, actually. There's my flask of ink, which if I throw it on Morjaw, I can actually let this top line go. Okay, Plinker attacks, Mimic attacks, Mimic attack. They don't continue! You know, I'm very glad to have done that now. See, Plinker is clearly an ally to Mimic. Otherwise, Mimic wouldn't have attacked in the first place. But Mimic does not count as an ally to Mimic. Even if it's a different Mimic. Alright. Gonna have to let Plinker die on the top line. Obviously pop another Foxy out on the field. Get ready to take the Morjaw out on a different turn. And in fact, I'm gonna freeze you, and then Moms will take you out. think I've given enough scrap to clunkers to have gotten what we were looking for at the absolute least. Double money. Woolly snail for our complete lumen. Reduce the target's effects by 1. That could prevent Plinker from ever dying. I definitely have to take a crown. Put that on Blinker. Who has one already? Never mind. I'll take a Frostbite Shard. I want to put that on Plinker. Five extra damage and consume. Doesn't really seem like I want to put that on a Berry Blade. I could put it on a Grabber, give me the ability to Noomlin yank someone out of the field. I'll take, obviously, a Charm first. Snowball Charm. Apply snow. See, here's the problem, right? I can't put the Snowball Charm on Plinker because the Frostbite Shard would remove it immediately. I can, however, put it on a Mimic. Just let the Mimic do it. It feels daft not to just take the Berry Blade. Or Grabber, admittedly. Grabber would also just do 5 damage and then burn itself out of the deck. You know what? I'm taking Grabber. I'm actually going to use this card. 6 damage, pull a unit to the front, and then disappear. Seemed good enough to me. Alright, next boss. Hello, Krunker. Oh, it's so fun. Next turn, Grink is going to attack, though. Let Little Gazi take that hit. And if I Lumen Vase Lil Gazi, I can get 4 damage to all allies, so that the Mimic is starting to punch through to the back line. Yeah, I'd like to prevent Krunker from killing all of my units right now if I can. Snowzuku. And one, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I use a Sunlight Drum, I can get another 2 attacks. That would actually break Krunker right now. Then Plinker attacks, then Mimic follows up. Krunker breaks. Oh! Krunker is only targeting his own line. He's avoiding all of our units. Oh, that's sick. That's cool. As much as I want to remove the ice field from the field right now, the ice forge from the field right now, rather. Seems like the cost is a little high. Let's... yeah, let's get the additional Mimic out on the board. Take out the Grink on the bottom line this turn. Let's cycle. Looking for a way to take out Ice Forge, ideally. Yeah, that happens with a Gear Hammer thrown to the Ice Forge. I get to take another unit off the field. Realistically, if I don't want to kill right now and I want to get more GG's cookie boxes out, I'm gonna have to play that and then put you on the bottom line and then play another one. There you go. Oh, it's so good. Redraw bell counter reduction, please. I'm gonna go for the money so that I can guarantee that I can get crowns and other useful things in the next. I need to get Foxy out. I need to get a Lumen Vase on Lorgazi. And then I can force Foxy to attack immediately after. And then I have even one more turn after that to respond to what Burster is attempting to do. If I put Sun Song on Marms, I can get a kill on the Burster right now, and then we also take out the Crab on the top line with Plinker and Foxy's 3 attacks. And now it's just a Burster that I have to deal with. And I can just straight up block that with Junkhead if I wanted to. And I do. It's either that or I use a Sunlight Drum so that I can kill faster than the enemy can attack on that top line. Definitely now looking for some Mimics. Go, Mimic! One Mimic down. One Burster down. Oh, so good. I'm gonna need to start throwing GG's cookie box rather on Plinker. Get a bunch of money out of the Goblin. Love it. And again. Now when the enemies spawn, I can super freeze someone if I need to. Unfortunately, the only person I could super freeze is the crawler, and I don't really want to super freeze them. I want to throw Junkhead back into the deck. Oh no, hog-headed. Right, can't take him off the field anymore. I wanted to get my other Mimic out there. I should probably reveal the Burster in the back line so that I can actually target it. Well, if I can't do anything else useful with this hand, I may as well cycle. I'm gonna Flask of Ink the Crawler to prevent any unnecessary additional summons of, Oh, I could have gotten Ghazi to kill the Burster on the bottom line. Oops. Any additional annoying summons. Just in general, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna throw Super Snow literally just to burn 2 cards out of the deck at this point. Definitely throw a Gear Hammer against Numbskull. Cycle this deck. Ooh, back to a Sunsong box, you see. Get him! Goodbye, hog-headed. I didn't really want to keep you, so this works. I'm gonna go with the Charm Merchant on the top line. There's like a lot of charms that would be really good to me still, so getting a bunch of charms right now seems grand. Especially being able to actually choose the ones from the Merchant. Gag Charm. Boost effects by 5 and gain consume. Well, see, the problem here is GG's box already has consume. Sunsong box, I can't boost effects by 5 because it would have recycle 6. The barrage never really needs to be high on our run. What if I get remove consume from something here? Sun Cream, reduce counter by 1. I'm gonna tell you, I've seen a comment that already tells me that if you reduce the counter on something that has 1 counter, it stays at 1 counter. So I'm just gonna get that out ahead of things. Recycle Charm, gain recycle as well as 2 damage on the card. A Bread Charm for giving consume to something. This also yanks the unit, unfortunately. I mean, you know, using Sun Cream would be okay, but I just don't think it's necessary. Frenzy Charm, add Frenzy and gain consume. Boost effects by 5 and gain consume. These might be 3 of the worst available charms for us. I'm gonna take the Recycle Charm, and I'm gonna see if I can... Yeah, I'm gonna put this on Foxy. And I'm just gonna have to have... I'm just gonna have to have damage available when I, or a junk available in hand when I play Foxy. I'm okay with that. Cake Charm can only really affect, like, Snowzuka or something like that. Take the Frenzy Charm. I'm also just going to buy the Bread Charm. There's no reason for me not to. I could use a bread charm to help me burn another gear hammer out of the deck. Add Frenzy and gain Consume. Boost effects by 5 and gain Consume. I'm gonna go Frenzy and Consume on Snowzuka, and I'm gonna go Cake Charm on Flask of Ink. This is largely about trying to prepare for the possibility of wanting to invalidate certain enemies. So, currently, I have a crown for the Frostbite. That's really important. Yep. I think this is about what I want to do. Let's go to the Eye of the Storm. Hello, Fungan. Bomb Bomb. John. It's good to see you all. You're looking well. I mean, I definitely don't want to reveal and kill Booty early. It's important as hell that I kill Bomb Bomb as quickly as possible, too. Gotta get both junk up on that top line. Thankfully that freezes Bomb Bomb, then Plinker and the two Mimics are going to kill that Bomb Bomb next turn. Oh, I can get Plinker to attack very late in the turn order. I'm actually going to do it, I think. Use a grabber bringing Pooty forward, and then a gear hammer to set up Malms's kill. It had to give it to John. Alright, buddy! Well, look, John's biggest impact on the field right now is that they're doing 5 shrooms, so as long as I Flask of Ink them, it's either that or cycle looking for exclusively Junkhead. Yeah, this is better. I Flask of Ink John. No poison, please. I don't need a Mimic on the bottom line. Makoko's already dead. In fact, I can block for Makoko using Gazi here. And in fact, if I'm keen on that, I can use GG's to get Plinker to kill by themselves. So another 16 damage against John at the start of the next turn. I'm gonna use Sunsong on Blinker, forcing them to attack this turn, and then at the end of the turn they have to attack again. Just a haste strategy. If I use a Sunlight Drum for the top line, I can force the double kill as well. Which isn't drastically important. Could also cycle right now, getting towards Foxy and Lumen, which need... Yeah, that's the play. Foxy or Lumen first. I think Lumen Vars on Ghazi first. Oh, right, the Frost Guardian's in the same position, so it's still gonna block my ability to kill Grizzle in the backline. Rude. I don't want Grizzle to freeze my units. Can use a Junket on the top line to block that, and I think I will. I could get Marms a kill on the bottom line here, and then follow up with Mimic attacking Grink. Yeah, I still have to Junkhead for the top. Marms kills Porcupine, getting a block. Mimic attacks, and then Blinker attacks, and then Mimic attacks. How do I kill the backliners up the top there? Feels like an arcane strategy that I am not aware of. Use a Gear Hammer to just take out the Grink on the bottom line. Get him! I'll use a... Ooh, is a Sunsong box? That's as good as the Sunlight Drum, but better. Because it increases our damage. I can even use a Sunlight Drum this turn if I wanted to. And I will, because it freezes the enemy before they get to attack. I get a whole round of combat against him and kill him. Kill him as well. I kill him dead. Plinker has 9 blocks that they're ready to deploy later. Oh, this is so good. Mimic giving us the ability to freeze on the first turn, and then waiting for Lil Ghazi to get more damage seems more responsible. Being able to freeze every turn is pretty important. Like with that, I can basically ignore the Frost Crusher on the top line. Unfortunately, the Frost Bomber is definitely going to be targeting through on the top line, which means that the Frost Bomber is going to... I either need to completely invalidate it immediately, not happening, or give it the ice effect. Bottom line's also looking like it could be a bit of a problem, what with the aimlessness on Frost Lancer. Yep, Flask of Ink for the Frost Bomber on the top line is how I'm going to be dealing with that. I need to get Lil Ghazi down now, and then I need to get my Junkhead down next turn in order to block the Frost Junker, because I would like to keep my block instance here, please. I need to play Flask of Ink and Gigi's Cookie Box before we continue cycling. You have an activator of 4, and you activate in 2 turns' time. So if I play the Flask of Ink next turn, the Frost Bomber will be silenced for 2 barrages. No barrage, let me keep my mimics, please. Super Snower on the Frost Jailer on the bottom line is also pretty good. Keeps my Junkhead around. Buys me a fair few turns here. Okay, let's cycle. If I don't play the Mimic right now, it doesn't get played. I think I need the Mimic. Oh, thank heck. Frost Lancer hit the correct unit. Well, one of the 2 correct units. Just no Lil Ghazi hit. That's the only thing I needed to avoid. Well, the thing I needed to avoid most. Let's add 6 damage to that top line with Lumen Vase on Lorgazi. I can freeze the Frost Junker in the back line for 4 turns here. Pretty essential. We got 1 unit off the field. Love it. I can take 5 damage on Marms. Sets up my ability to put out a Foxy right now. If I were to cycle, I'd have to cycle into Super Snow to actually defend myself here. I think I can afford to do this. I'm gonna put Foxy out on the bottom line, take 5 damage against Moms. Oh, what? To play, then destroys the junk. Wait, you recycle one. Wait. Did it not cost junk to play Foxy? But you still come in with the extra damage. So when you activate, you have to have junk in hand to attack? Is that what's happening here? How did I miss that until now, if that's the case? Can I bit mortified by that. I'm going to Sunsong Plinker on the top line to force an early attack wave, then follow up by taking out the Frost Bomber. I need to be able to move or freeze a unit next turn. Freeze a unit it is. Okay, Foxy, will you not attack right now? Yep. So, recycle keyword saying requires junk in hand to play, then destroys the junk afterwards. I mean, I'd prefer if it not say that. Annoyingly here, I just have a 1 in 3 to see if I lose. Because I am unmovable. Use the Sunlight Drum on the top line to force the Plinker to attack early, and then attack again. There we go. Mom's died. We got the town progress I was looking for, though. New companion unlocked. We applied a decent amount of ink. We got a lot of really cool things happening in that run. Just not the final thing. Alloy. I've been playing Horizon, I know you. You on kill apply a junk to a random ally. Neat. Unfortunately, you do come in with 2 bomb already on you. For the moment. Honestly, despite the ending, I still feel that was a pretty damn good run. My name's Rhapsody, the name of the game has been... Wildfrost. Top left is the zero plays for all my content in the game, past, present, future. YouTube recommendation down below. Streaming past the names of the people who are generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out above the thank tin, and special thanks this episode to Moms. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.